guys, my name is Anupama and welcome back to my channel Lifeaholic. So for today's video, I am going to pop some of the skincare and makeup myths that has been going around. Some of them I personally have heard people say, some of them I have seen people do, and in fact one myth I personally used to believe in. In fact, I have written down so many of them that I wanted to go out and correct. For the sake of keeping this video not too long, I have chosen just 5 of the myths. Do let me know in the comment section if such kind of videos are something that you would be interested in, so that I can make more of such videos for you guys. So quickly, let's jump into the video. But before that, if you have not subscribed to my channel, or if you are new over here, then please take a moment and click on that subscribe button and the bell icon next to it, so that you don't miss out on all the fun that we are having here. Let's go. Myth number 1. Oily skin does not need a moisturizer. A moisturizer is an essential part of your skincare routine, be it day skincare routine, be it your night skincare routine, whether you apply makeup, you don't apply makeup, whether you want to step out bare face, you need to moisturize your skin. Now, I can understand why oily skin type people don't consider it a necessity to moisturize their skin, because their skin as it is looks oily and greasy and they don't want to layer it with another product which will make their skin oilier, and so they miss this step. When in fact what happens is that there is a lack of hydration on your skin, and so your skin is trying to make up for it by producing more of its own oils, and that's why you look oily. So when you don't apply a moisturizer externally, your skin is again going to compensate for the lack of moisture on your skin by producing more oils, and you are going to look more oily. I hope this clarifies that one. So if you are on the oilier side, what you need in life is a moisturizer which is lightweight and has a water-based formula. What you can do is look at the back of the product for the list of ingredients that are mentioned. Look at the first 5 ingredients that are listed down, and if it has something like water and aqua, then that means it has more quantity of water in the formula. Go for such lightweight formulas that don't make your skin look oily and greasy. One product that I will recommend is the Pond's moisturizer. It is that round dabba. I don't remember the name exactly. I will link it in the description box so that you can go and check it out. That moisturizer is actually pretty lightweight, and it's even good for dry skin as well. It suits all skin types. So that's just a recommendation from my side. You can go for any moisturizer that fits your skin type. But skipping moisturizer is a big no-no. Myth number 2. Makeup is bad for skin. Now, a lot of people who want to use makeup stay away from makeup because they have been either told, or they have heard, or they have seen people who use makeup, and makeup makes them age faster, causes wrinkles, lines, fine lines on their face, and you break out. I've heard it all. Now that might have been true like way in the past during medieval times, but the products now in the market, they are all like really great. Some of them are really great for your skin. What you need to do is look at the ingredients, check for the reviews. Do not go for like very super cheap products. I'm not suggesting that you need to go for high-end or expensive products, or I'm not suggesting that the price is essentially always going to be linked to the quality of the products. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, but that's a discussion for later. But you need to make sure that the products that you're using are of good quality. So do check their reviews beforehand. Also, there are some habits that you need to be mindful of when you are using makeup. One is all makeup products come with an expiration date. You need to see when the product expires. The product could be like having a shelf life of 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You need to read behind the cover of the product, or behind the product it would be mentioned the manufacturing date, the best before date. Do not use an expired product, no matter how expensive it is and how much of it is left. Also, always take your makeup off when you're going to bed. This is something that I think a lot of people do. I have also been guilty of this like many times. When you go out and you come back and you're so lazy, or you are so tired that you just sleep off with your makeup on, and you are sleeping with your makeup on for 8 hours, 9 hours, plus the time that you had it on for when you went out, that's a lot of time. You should not be having your makeup on for that long. So make sure that you remove your makeup when you go to bed, no matter how tired I am. Like, I had to drill this down my head. Make sure that you clean the sponges that you use, the brushes that you use. If you are using your hands for spreading the product, then make sure that your fingers, your hands are clean when you use those products onto your face. Using a dirty sponge, using dirty brushes, or using a dirty hand when you are putting on makeup can cause a lot of bacteria buildup on your skin, which clogs your pores and you can break out, and it's pretty unhygienic. So yeah, keep these hygiene checks in place and you will be good to go. Like, if you want to apply makeup, if you want to have some fun with makeup, if you want to try out new makeup, then nothing should stop you, because the makeup in market right now, maybe because of the competition that is there, like there are so many products that all of them have to bring their A game up. So do not be afraid of using makeup. Myth number 3. Using all natural products are way safer than chemical based products. I can just hear a lot of people gasp right now. I can understand totally why a lot of people would think that using products from your house, from your kitchen, to be much safer than the other products that you buy from market, which has a lot of chemicals in it. I totally get that. Well, there is a reason why I wrote chemical based products in quotes, like chemical in quote unquote, because everything that we use is a chemical. Even water that we drink is chemical. Sorry to burst your bubble, but even your fruits and the vegetables that you use on your face, everything has chemicals in them. Now, what happens is that when you use a product you have bought from outside, it of course has chemicals in them, and some of them might not suit your skin and you might end up getting an allergy or a rash. Same kind of chemicals are already there in the natural products that you use. So those natural products that you use can also give you same kind of allergy if your skin is allergic to that particular substance. Now hold on, I'm not saying that these home remedies and these home DIYs are bad for your skin. I'm just saying that relying only on the natural products are probably not enough for your skin. You need to balance it out with the stuff that you buy from outside. Just make sure that the products that you buy from outside are not having any toxic elements in it. Research on those products, read the reviews before buying them, because at times these natural products can also have reactions. We know that certain products are good for your skin, certain vegetables, certain fruits are good for your skin, whether you use them directly or you make a juice out of them, a paste out of them. But we are not really aware of how much product to use, whether these products can be used directly on the skin, whether they need to be mixed, in what quantity they need to be mixed. Like, we are not experts in them. Like, I personally don't use home remedies and home DIYs. I do have some DIYs here and there, but it's not anything very elaborate. So I would much rather prefer to spend a few bucks and rely on a company that has a dedicated team in researching on these chemicals and how much quantity to use. They figure out the whole combination of the chemicals that need to go in, and like, they have had years of research and years of practice. So I would of course rely on them more. This was just my personal choice. So no matter what gharelu nuske your grandma has taught you, you need to use a patch test, see how it reacts on your skin, and only then use it over your face and your neck. Number 4. Coconut oil is all you need. Okay, this one was actually a big shocker to me because I'm a Keralite and we have such deep, meaningful relationship with coconuts. We use coconuts in everything. Like, coconuts is an essential part of our lives. If you are a South Indian out there, you know what I'm talking about. So this one was actually so difficult for me because I used to use coconut oil very regularly on my face, on my lips. I used to leave them overnight because I had very dry skin, and if I had any event to go to the next day, then I used to use this overnight, and it was a wonderful thing for me. Like, it did wonders on my skin, on my lips. Like, It used to give me that instant hydration. Well, I still believe that coconut oil is the best product when you want that instant hydration for your skin and for your lips. Like, it's just wonderful. Like, I cannot praise enough. See, again, this is what happens when you give South Indians a topic of coconut. Like, we could just go on and on. But coconut oil does have a flip side to it, the other side of the coin, the ugly side. Now, coconut oil is comedogenic, which means that it has a tendency to clog pores and cause acne and breakouts. So use coconut oils in between your other products. Do not completely rely on coconut oil for your face. Use it very sparsely. Use it only in between. This is so difficult for me to say negative things about coconut. Moving on, our last, fifth myth. Primer is not necessary in makeup. Who thought that primer is a complete waste of money and time? Until few years back, even I used to think like you guys कि primer की क्या ज़रूरत है? मतलब if I want to use a foundation, if I want to use a concealer on my face, why do I need a primer? Why do I need an additional thing on my face? Well, if you are into makeup, you would know that it is very, very important to get the base of your makeup right. You need to have the right foundation, the right blending techniques, and for that, the primer makes up the base of all this. Now the thing is, we all have pores on our face, we all have those fine lines, and when we use foundation or when we use a concealer directly on our face, what happens is these makeup products tend to sink into the pores, and that's the reason when you apply foundation you see it to be very uneven and patchy, is because of the pores that you have on your face. So primer basically acts as a barrier between your skin and your foundation or the concealer that you apply on top of your skin, so that your foundation and your concealer does not seep into the pores and cause a havoc. So it's kind of like a protection for your face. And also primers fill in your pores and make your skin very smooth. So if you have like tiny bumps on your face, primers will just take care of it. And so when you put on your foundation, it goes on seamlessly and your face looks very smooth, and it gives like a airbrushed finish. Also, primers help to make your foundation and your makeup and everything just to stay for a much longer period of time. So if you're going on an event or something, you can be assured that your makeup is going to stay put. Now there are different types of primers in the market, so you can choose your primer based on your skin type. But if you are going to be applying any makeup on your face, do not miss a primer. So that was 5 skincare and makeup related myths busted. If you guys want to see more of such videos where I talk about some of the skincare and the makeup myths, then please do let me know in the comment section, then I can make more such videos for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit that like button. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel yaar. मतलब कर दो. Subscribe कर दो and hit the bell icon next to it. So until we meet again next time, stay tuned. Bye guys.